It's the Bert Show.
All right, so we're about to start texting for Megan, who has been living with like a really great guy friend. Things were fine, and Megan couldn't keep her pants shut, so she's complicated this whole thing because she got a little frisky. And the roommate situation is now elevated.
It has elevated. Question, Megan, who made the first move? Did he make a move on you, or did you make a move on him?
It was definitely mutual. We're always flirting. So
Okay.
He did the first move with being physical.
So you're friends, roommates, and then you guys have been hooking up for the past month. You think you're in an assumed relationship and do not want to live with your boyfriend. That's just not the time.
Yeah.
The order of things is definitely a little on the backward. So you want us to start texting him and go, hey, because our relationship now is at a different level, I think maybe you need to find another place to live. That's the way that
Either that or find another roommate and I'll move out. I'll stay with my parents for a little, like anything to not just rush this so fast.
Is this your place or is this his place?
I mean, it's both because we're renting together.
Okay. My concern is, because there's a lot of assumptions going on, because you guys haven't really had a conversation or established what you all have right now. My concern is you're going to say this, and he's like, what are you talking about? We're not dating.
But if they would have been friends, though, like if it were just a random like acquaintance roommate that this happened to, like I might be on board. But if you've got that friendship history to the point where you're like, yeah, we're friends, let's become roommates, and it's been building and it's flirty, like there's some history to there that would make me feel like it is something more legitimate. And maybe he's also worried about putting a label on it.
Okay, so then does my idea not work?
I think yours does, actually.
I think it works.
I think it does.
I feel it actually plays, and it's a little softer than being like, okay, either I'm moving out or you're moving out, because we can't do this anymore.
Yeah, Megan, it's not often I say this, but I think Kristen's right.
Say that?
I think that's the way to go on this one.
Yeah. I know you're worried about ruining it, and I totally respect that, and we're going to do what you want to do. But I feel like with this game plan, you're going to get a better indication of how he actually feels about you, which is what you need right now.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. I think we should go for that then.
Okay. All right.
We got two people on this call that have said you're right. If I were you, I'd leave now.
Okay.
It's not going to get any better than this.
You
know what? I might treat myself to a milkshake today. All right. So what if we just started with like, we need to discuss something, period. Or is that too ominous?
God, I hate
Don't
that.
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's the worst.
That makes it sound like she has like an STI or she's pregnant or something. Like, I need to discuss something. We have
That might be a
crabs.
little scary.
We have crabs.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Okay, well then what's our opening line?
Clearly, our relationship has changed. Can we discuss?
Okay, can we say like good morning first?
Oh yeah.
Or something?
Yeah.
Morning! Exclamation.
Okay.
I need you to pick an option.
Wow.
Option A,
Uh-huh.
we stay just friends and roommates. Option B, we become a couple and one of us moves out.
That is heavy.
So you're not asking him for any input at all. I mean, she is like making the decision. She is the judge and jury, giving him two options, and he has to pick one with no input.
Yeah.
Seems fair.
All right.
What if we softened that slightly and said, good morning.
Make it soft.
Well, I mean, generally, I like it hard better, but for this one time. Good morning. I've been doing some thinking, and I need your input. And then he'll be like, what? And then we follow up with your question.
Collaborative. They are roommates and in a relationship together, Kristen.
I guess. All right,
we make
fine.
it seem like we care about what his opinion is.
Yeah, even though we don't.
We don't. Morning, exclamation point. I've been doing some thinking and could really use your input on something.
Okay. That's good. That's
Yeah,
better.
that's
I think
better.
much more approachable.
Bart strikes me as someone who would be annoyed, Kristen, like if you didn't get straight to the point.
Yes.
Like if you danced around it and you weren't just like getting
For
to the
sure.
business.
Okay.
Time is money. Money is time.
He's got things to do, podcasts to listen to.
Even though he's a man that takes forever to get a point out. I love you, babe.
Okay, guys. Actually, he answered already. So he said, good morning. I'm good with whatever. Ha.
Perfect! Exclamation point. Because he's good with whatever.
He doesn't even know what he just agreed to.
Let's test that theory.
Perfect. You're moving out next week.
All right, so how about something like, Clearly, our relationship has changed over the course of the last month.
Shifted. I like shifted.
Question mark, agreed?
Okay. Clearly, our relationship has shifted over the last month. Agreed? Question mark.
What, you don't like this?
That would piss me off.
It would?
It's fine. Yeah, because it would feel like, get to the point. Like, duh. What do you want? You know something's coming. So I would be in my head about it.
So what if we then included in that? Clearly, I think we can agree that our relationship has shifted over the course of the past month. So I got to ask you, and then we do Kristen's options. So it's addressing the fact that there's a shift, and then we get right to the point.
Okay, here we go.
All right. So did you get that first one, Megan?
So clearly, I think we can agree our relationship has shifted over the last month.
Period. So then your preference comes in.
Can we discuss two options? Can we discuss collaborative?
Okay. Can we discuss two options?
Okay. And just leave it at that, or should I go into it now?
Oh, we're going in, right?
Do you think we should already go in, Cassie, or just can't?
I think leave it at that, because then I think that's just respectable, because then it gives him the opportunity to be like, I'm busy right now.
Hit send.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. He heard me.
Okay.
Oh, God. He just said, okay, ...
All right. So it's option time.
Okay. Option A, we remain friends and roommates with nothing physical.
No benefits.
Option B, we pursue this and see where it goes, but are no longer roommates.
Okay.
And then just put thoughts, question mark.
I already know what his response is going to be, but this is logical. So go ahead and send that.
Option C.
No, he's going to go, why can't we just do both? Why can't we just continue
And then
doing it?
that's when
do.
she'll follow up with,
And then she's going to have to say, I'm just not comfortable, blah, 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 blah. And that's honest.
Yep.
And he better acknowledge
Okay,
that.
thank
Doop-a-doop.
Yep.
What'd you say? Is that it?
Doop-a-doop.
How you spell that?
Meep boop beep boop.
It's an emoji, actually.
It's an emoji.
Well, I'm excited. But I also think that,
Nervous.
I think as a guy, he's going to go, why can't we do both?
Yeah.
I think
Of
so.
course he is. Because
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
And then you're going to say, well, we could, but I'm just not comfortable with that. And that's end game right there.
Bottom line.
Yep. And you guys have a history of friendship too. So I don't see this going poorly at all.
Why'd you gotta say that?
But it
You
could.
just jinxed
jinxed
it.
But it could. How's
He
that?
goes, what's option C?
Ah.
Told you.
There you go.
I knew it.
Are you texting Mo? Did you get a roommate?
Nope.
Then just write back, sorry, no option C.
Yeah.
We can do that, and we can also add, unless you have an option. And then that forces him to say, why can't we just be roommates and bone?
Okay.
See, if I'm him and I'm playing the logic game, I'm saying, all right, then let's just take the friend route. But you guys have already broken the sexual seal. So if he stays there, you guys are going to continue to hook up anyway.
100%.
And there's
Yeah.
no way, or I mean, I guess he could, but if he brought another girl home, that's just going to be hella awkward if you're there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
It's no longer the bone zone for anyone but you two.
Bones.
The bone zone.
If you don't get, instead of that live, laugh, love,
Yeah.
whatever sign, if you don't get one that says bone zone when you enter your apartment, you are
Right on.
just missing out.
Right on top of the bed.
Yep.
Live, laugh, bone.
Did we give you the text to send?
Yeah, I sent it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's typing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the things between the two of you guys are now different. So even if he says, let's just be friends, it's not going to be.
No.
It's different.
Deep down, he knows that.
Yep.
That's the smart move if you're him, for sure. All right, let's just stay friends.
Yeah. And then your parts are going to get all tingly. And then, Megan, you're going to be in the same place you were a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is all about your tingly parts, isn't it?
Oh, no. Oh, okay. He goes, how about no pressure, no labels, but lots of fun and cheaper rent with a laughing face?
So he's,
There it is. That's option C.
so he's saying keep things the way they are right now. But you're saying you're
And
not.
no labels, no
Wait.
boyfriend, girlfriend.
But I mean, that itself isn't going to work either. Because when you
No.
say no labels, and then like you said, if he has the option to bring a girl over, or when he goes out and he doesn't tell you where he's going, it's going to be driving you crazy.
For sure.
It's not going to work.
We
No.
can take this one of two ways. You can stand your ground, stick to your guns, and say, no, we're either you're moving out or we're not going to do this anymore. Or you can say, okay, sounds good, and then bring another guy home. and see what his reaction is.
No.
Force his hand. You want it the same way it's always been, you're going to get it, buddy.
Look, they're friends.
He might not care.
They're friends also.
Yeah.
So, he made his bed, now he's got to lie in it. He can't lie in her bed and not have another dude lie in her bed.
He's trying to lie in his own bed, but she's knocking on the door going, hey, it's Megan time.
It's Megan time. Megan, don't ever do that, by the way.
You've never said that
Never.
in your life.
Can I ask a question? Do you really like this guy? Like, have you caught feels, or is it just flirty?
No, I'm kind of in too deep at this point.
Okay. What if, hear me out, what if you say, that's not going to work because I've caught the feels? Or however you want to word it, that would fit your personality. And you're just straight up with him and you're like, I'm into you and I like you. I mean, at the end of the day, I think we've agreed that he is going to have to move out either way. It's going to be too awkward for you guys to continue, and you don't want to continue as roommates with benefits.
Yeah.
Put this, because he put a laughing emoji. So he's being like, he's your friend and he's trying to like make, he wants to
Light
get
of
something
it.
and make light of it. And be like, as nice as that sounds, comma, I'm not capable of doing that.
Okay. Send?
Yeah, let's hit send and let him make a move and see what he does from there.
Okay.
Is everybody cool with that?
Sure.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Cassie, this is not the time to educate me on this.
It's always
But-
the time to get educated.
Not in this particular area because we got kids listening, but I picked up on something you said a couple of minutes ago and I just let it pass. And I am going to, at some point, ask you the difference between an STI and an STD, because I had never heard of an STI before until you mentioned it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. There was a difference.
But are there differences between STD and STI, or is it just the same way of saying, or a different way of saying the same thing?
It's basically a different way of saying the same thing,
Okay.
but there is a semantic difference.
Okay. I'd never heard of STI until just now. Oh.
Third?
I could.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. He goes, well, that's a lot. Do we really want to decide this over text?
No, we can discuss. We can discuss tonight. You got the ball rolling, but now it's your choice, Megan. Like, if you want to do this strictly over text, because that's the whole reason why people do texting tutors, because they don't want to do things in person. So
Yeah.
Look, you guys are in a relationship. This is a face-to-face here.
it is, and Annie's your friend. Annie's your roommate.
Should be able to talk to him. You just can't fold. If it's really not what you want, then don't let him talk you into it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You want to take
All
this one from here?
But I think it's a good sign he wants to talk in person and he doesn't want to avoid the conversation.
For sure.
I think that's a big deal.
That's true. It means he's willing to discuss it and talk about it. He's open to it.
Totally.
Not out. So.
And for God's sake, Megan, keep your pants on this week.
No Megan time.
No.
Hey, good luck this weekend, okay? And let's talk to you next week and find out how it all went, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bye-bye.
Good luck.
The Bert Show.